The Detroit Lions have a colossal matchup against the Buffalo Bills tomorrow, week 15 at Ford Field, the second to last game at Ford Field. And they announced their roster moves. This is coming from the Detroit Lions Twitter. It says, Lions have elevated defensive back Jamal Adams and linebacker Abraham Beauplan from the practice squad to the active inactive list. Now, again, this is not a lot going on. But we did bring up a linebacker, Abraham Beauplan. He was part of the 90-man roster. He actually got cut as we headed to the 53. And then I believe he was eventually, a couple weeks later, put back on the practice squad. But Jamal Adams, this is his second elevation. He was signed to the Detroit Lions in order to be brought up to the active roster. So nobody has tried to poach him as far as we know, heading into his second week being a Detroit Lion. But he has one more elevation, and then he will be brought up. He will have to be brought up to the practice squad. Now, we did not bring back anybody on that defensive line because everybody is healthy. We've got DJ Reader. We've got Levi, Josh, Aleem. We got everybody. Broderick Martin is back. You know what I'm saying? He was back last week, but we got everybody on that defensive line. Now, I did see that Zadarius Smith was fined for the hit on Jordan Love during the Green Bay Packers game a week and a half ago. But this is big news for the Detroit Lions, man, because we need as much help as we can get facing Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. We'll go over all of their information, their statistical matchups in a video later on today. But this is a big matchup. Now, we talked about how big this is. Now, this is on a scale from 1 to 10. It's kind of weird because it's like a 10 and a 0 at the same time. It's like a 10, a 0, and a 5. Let me tell you what I mean. It's a 0 because it has no bearing on the NFC matchups. I mean, as far as the NFC conference record, it's not a division game, and it's an AFC game. And I don't believe that anyone else in the NFC North has a common game. I don't even think the Eagles have played them or the Vikings have played the Buffalo Bills. So there's no common game. So that's why it would be a 0. It's a 5 because this is a potential Super Bowl matchup that we can be like, okay, well, we can, I'm sorry. It's a 5 because record-wise, it's a 5. A loss here would be it would hurt, but not as bad as a division or conference game. And it's a 10 because this is a potential Super Bowl preview between the Bills have been kind of that team that's been on the cusp for years. And I brought this up in another video. Everybody knows this, just like the Detroit Lions have never been to a Super Bowl. The Buffalo Bills have never won one, I don't believe. And they went to 4 straight, which I'm telling you, you will probably never see that again. And they lost all 4. It's crazy because I've been alive for that. That was in the mid-90s. They went to 4 consecutive Super Bowls and they lost 4 years in a row. That was the years that I was in high school that they lost that. So this is a big deal that we only have to elevate 2 people, basically. Yep. From the practice squad to the active roster. So Beauplan, I want to say this is his first. Beauplan has been through it, man. He's been sign, wave, and Jamal Adams, his second elevation. So there you have your roster moves for week 15, the matchup against the Buffalo Bills. I wanted to say something yesterday, okay? During the Rams video, I said that the NFL narrative was for the Chiefs to three-peat, kind of like the Patriots did in the mid-2000s. I did not mean that they three-peated because everybody, it's funny because I used to be that person. Everybody in the comment section is like, the Patriots didn't three-peat. I'm like, listen, I know I say things, I jumble them up. Sometimes I confuse myself, but I know that I'm very aware that the Patriots have not three-peated. No team in NFL history has three-peated. Sometimes I don't put a comma or a period, or I just run my sentences together. But it's funny because before I became a YouTube creator, I used to be a stickler for when people said the wrong things. And then I found myself, the more I start creating content, I realized that, you know what, especially if a video is unedited, that creators make mistakes. People, and I don't want to be, I call you guys Johnny Correctos. You are so quick to correct somebody in the comment section. You have to know that for the most part, I know what I'm talking about and what I intend to say, but I understand what I intend to say and what I say is 2 different things. So I am very aware that the New England Patriots have not three-peated. No team in the Super Bowl era has three-peated. Okay, so for the people in the back, what I meant to say and what I was saying was that the NFL narrative is for the Chiefs to three-peat. They are kind of like the Patriots in the mid 2000s, where the Patriots had a chance to three-peat, and then they were thwarted by, I forgot what team it was back then. So just for those people in the back that have to correct everything I say. In addition to that, want to show you guys the Ridge wallet, man. I have 100% fell in love with this thing. From pulling it out, man, to popping the cards out. What I do is I have my debit card up front here. I've got my I don't really use my license that much. The only times I would use my license is to be carded to buy alcohol, which I don't do that often. I use my debit card. So what I have is I have two cards from Bank of America, and I have the debit card in the front and then the credit card in the back. And you simply pop them out. You can pull it out. You can shuffle them out like a card. And then when you're done, you can put them back in. Now, I have the money strap right here. I'm going to actually change that out and put the money clip in, because the strap, I don't want to scratch my Lions, my blue. I was a little leery about whether or not, well, the carbon fiber one to me with just the lion on it is cool, but it also, I want the Honolulu blue. That's what makes this thing a Detroit Lions wallet. It's funny because the Vikings one is purple. It's purple. I'm like, bruh, I mean, they couldn't have really gone with too many colors, but yeah, because I'm thinking about getting all the Syndicate fellas one. But yeah, the Vikings one is purple. I'm like, man, that's kind of tough. I mean, I would still rock it, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's kind of tough. So the product will be linked in, you can see it on screen probably right now, and you guys can use promo code YouTube10. The cool thing about this is they have all of the promos there. Like when you click, it tells you everything you need to know right there. You can enter promo code YouTube10, YouTube10, and get an additional 10% off the sale price that is already going on. I also want to remind you guys about the Green Gridiron. They also have their sale or their promo is back. The more you buy, the more you save. Of course, you buy $50 worth of stuff, you save $5. You buy 100, you save 10. You buy $250, you save 40. You buy $500 worth of stuff, you save 100. That's 20%. Then if you buy $1,000 worth of stuff, if you balling like that and you buy $1,000 worth of stuff, you can save $250, which is 25% off your purchase. You can also use my promo code DETSYN to get an additional percent off of it. You'll know it's there because it'll have a tag. You'll see a minus sign, and then you'll see the amount that you saved as well. So I would definitely hop on that. And if you need to spread the payments out, you can do that. They go through Shop Pay, which I believe goes through Affirm. You can spread these payments out bi-weekly, or if you spend that much money, you can spread it out over a year. That comes with interest, but you can do the 60 days or 3 months or whatever it is for interest free. I don't know if y'all knew this, man, but you can buy actual tickets to NFL games through Affirm, man. I am a big advocate of spreading my stuff out, because when you do YouTube, you only get paid once a month. And I'm telling you, once a month, you really learn how to budget and balance, man, when you get paid once a month. I used to think about those guys that worked for GM back in the day, and they only got paid on the 15th of the month, man. It was crazy. Anyway, that's the housekeeping for today. We got a couple more videos. One that I want to talk about a player who's, I don't even want to spoil it, man, but you guys can come back for that. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Don't forget, I will be at Ford Field tomorrow. Already paid for my parking through ParkWiz. I'll be there. I'm not going to be there for the CBS show because that is way too early for me to be down there. I'm going to get cold. I probably won't even be on TV, bro. I had the big old Jared Goff head, and I still wasn't on Thursday Night Football, man. That's crazy. I will be bringing that one again tomorrow. But we will have the post-game show when I return. So look forward to that. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.